Hello, and I hope your family and friends are well. I've created this because somebody asked me a few months ago, could I do a video based on something like a Dan Huth sort of patch that has like glossy cleans, but also has a synth type distortion, which was very, very popular in the 1980s. For a lot of the session guitarists use this particular sound. I must admit though, I have used this patch live, and when I was in an 80s band, this kind of covered about 80% of what we did. The other 20% I had to create custom patches because of the effect heaviness that we were using for some of the other songs, electronic songs and stuff that we used back in the 1980s. But I'm going to create probably another 10 or so patch videos that will cover those particular songs. This one, if you're at home and you want to use this, you can use this on any pop or any rock songs, and it works great. Playing live, I did play this live use this patch for about 4 or 5 months, and it works great. The guitar I use is an Ibanez Q54, which is an Ibanez Quest guitar, so it's like an S series or a Sabre series, but it's headless, and for me it's perfect. The glass sound is used on the second position on the 5-way selector, and I'm using the humbucker, but it's coil tapped, and the lead sound is just used. I put it back to the glass sound is the second position on the selector, and the lead sound is put back on the first, which is just a humbucker without any coil tapped at all, and it sounds absolutely brilliant. So what we'll do is we'll go over the effects, we'll go to the signs, and then we're done. So the first effect I'm using is a volume pedal, straight volume pedal. Oh, bear in mind is I also must point out is this is created on the core. It can be ported over to the prime, which is not a problem, or the flex. And I think you could probably play these on the old legacy systems as well. What I'll do, I'm going to pop this up onto the cloud in about 2-3 weeks time or something, but I will pop it onto my website, so people that don't have cloud access can actually download it from my website in about 2-3 weeks time anyway, so you can have a play about with this and configure it and make it better than what I've done. But I thought this was great, and it covered all our stuff that we were doing live, or most of it anyway. So the first effect is a volume pedal, and that worked fine. We're using the compression effect, and we use the hammer preset. The settings we use for this. Our first distortion is a custom preset called Cream Tea Rock. We went away to York for a weekend, and we had sort of an afternoon tea, which was a cream tea. It's a famous English thing where you get scones and cakes and so on and so on, and I thought, perfect, and I created that round about this time. Second is exactly the same as the first. It just sounds, doubling them up, it sounds great. I'm hoping what would be nice for the Headrush will be if you could split the effects and add them as one, which you can do with the amps. With the amps you can actually split them and add them with 2 amps. If you do that with effects like distortion and stuff, that would be absolutely brilliant. So both the same, as you can see there. Our first amp, which is, yeah, why not? It's a plexi, so it fits within the 80s particular sound anyway. And there we go. There, the settings we've used for this effect. An EQ. This is alright. I've done a little bit of playing about with this. No customization as such. If you go to there, as you can see there, it's just basically flat. I just changed it in there, and it sounded alright. It took a bit of getting used to the sound I was looking for, but I had this sound in my head, and then when someone mentioned Dan Huth, I thought, okay, maybe I do a little bit of tweaking compared to what I played live. I have taken an effect out, but it sounds alright actually. Our next effect is a Roland JC 120, which is fantastic, absolutely fantastic effect. Thanks Headrush for adding this amp. And they're the settings we've used. Sticking on the boost, I've called this one Clean Glass Boost, and they're the settings we've used there. We've got another equalization effect. They're the settings I've used for this one. And yeah, it works fine actually. Our first chorus, which is a C1 chorus, I think it is, and the settings we use for that. And our second chorus is this one, which is default stereo, which is absolutely lovely. A dynamic delay effect, the settings we use for that. Our second effect, which is another delay, which you can add this one onto, for example, if you want to widen the sound, you can add this on. This sounds great through just the rock assign, and it sounds pretty good actually. And that's it. So what we'll do is we'll go to the assigns. With 3 assigns. First one is called Glass, which you have a look on there. It's just a chorus effect on a clean setting. This was used on my second position using the Choral Tap humbucker, and you can see the delays off. And the next one is obviously you can see there the delay is on. Let's have a look at our next assign, which is rhythm, rock rhythm, which is just basically just rock, which is no effects on there at all. Next one we've got there is a lead scene, and it's got everything in, and we've got the delay, and you can pop that on, and it does sound really good. And there we go. So we'll look at the output block. So this one, yeah, this one's just a normal effect, and it's popped it in there. Let's look at the output block. The settings I've used for the output block, and I'm using a preset. And the input block, which is just basically yeah, nothing, just playing about with the preset itself, not preset, sorry, the settings itself, and I've stuck with this one. So thanks for watching. Hope this is something you sort of are into, or you fancy dabbling with this one. I'd like to thank everyone at the moment, and even previously, that have subscribed to my channel. I'd probably like to get up to maybe up to 700. And I've got about 10 more patches to do, and I'm not too sure really what I should do after that, but I've got another project that starts in November, so I probably won't create as many patch videos. What I will say though is that I have got the beta version, the next beta version on the Prime at the moment, and the next patch we're having released from Headrush, it's really, really good. So I just thought, yeah, let you know on the Prime and new models at the next update. It's going to be an absolute belter. So again, thanks again for watching. Hope you and your family and friends are well. Give me a like, subscribe to the YouTube channel. It just gives me a little bit of push to create more videos, because if you don't, I won't create any more. It just gives me a little bit of push by subscribing and clicking on the like button. And thank you very much for everyone subscribing, and I'll create some more soon. So bye bye for now.